Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at... The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. Like 22 is K-South. Hey, Alpha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Back.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
54, South. Hey, Mike's 50. I got it. Go. Mike's 50. Hey, wait. Hey, Mike 50. Switch up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Max 22, Max 22. That's right, baby. Check. Gun. 22's coming, Mike. I'm coming. Bravo. Max 22. I know he ain't got it. Mike 22, he's coming.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. 59.
2nd and 11. That one complete to Bettis. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Let him know. Mike 5'9", Come. Get it.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Check. Hey, high 7.
After the interception, here's Ryan. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
Check 15. First down. Pilot, 64, weak. Check nickel. Hey, check. Hey, box drop. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Got you. Ready to go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, South. Mike's 50. Here we go, let's bring it. 51, Sam. Let's bring it. Alert 3.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Been on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
And it brings up 3rd down.
We're ready, Blue 80. Like 25. Hey, watch your line. Space. You got nothing today. Check 52 to Mike. Check. Watch twist. 5. 52 to Mike. Let him go.
On third down, Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Mike, check. Hey, Haywood. Yo.
2nd and 6. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's taken to the 26. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
61, match box, right. 58. Hey, Delta. 54, south. Got it. Staying open. SOS. Hey, white. SOS.
On first down, it's Freeman. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
20. 22's coming, Mike. You better be. Hey, wahoo. You better be afraid of me. Like 22. Hey, Brickland. Shoot.
Here's Ryan. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, Tuesday.
On third down, Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Get ready.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go. What? Five.
They're going to look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Hey.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Go. Number 53.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Watch that. Greystone, travel. Ready.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check 99. Check 99. 6-6. Bullet high.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Important extra point up and through. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go, baby. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, hit on one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
11. Alpha. 20.
Now Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
21. Hey, Steve 6.
Ryan to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Here's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Down. 60 or.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Saints, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home.